I am going to write a story about my dog, Raleigh. I want to focus on when he was a small puppy. There are a lot of funny and cute stories about when he was a puppy, but the small moment I will write about is the time he got lost in a cornfield. Before I start my planning, I want to remember that stories have to answer the W questions: who, what, when, where, why, and how. When I am planning, I will keep asking myself these questions to help me think of details for my story. This story begins during a family vacation. My husband, daughter, son, and I were going camping so that we could take our new puppy, Raleigh, along with us on vacation. He was just 4 months old. We were driving along in our van on the highway. We were driving to South Dakota, which would take us 2 days to get there. We were on vacation for over 2 weeks. All of a sudden, we could hear Raleigh crying in the car. My son Nathan said, "I think Raleigh has to go." We were in the middle of nowhere. We pulled off the highway and parked the van next to a giant cornfield. There was corn everywhere. We got Raleigh out of the car just in time, and he took care of business on a corn stalk. We were all glad to take a break from the car, and we started walking around to stretch our legs. All of a sudden, we couldn't see where Raleigh had gone. All we could see was corn stalks in every direction, but no puppy. "Raleigh," we all called, hoping he would come back. Casey started crying. "He's lost," she sobbed. We all started running through the cornfield to try and find him. I thought maybe we needed to get a treat out so he would come back to us. At last we spotted him. Nathan knelt down and Raleigh came right to him. He was having a good time running around and didn't even realize how worried we were. We all got back in the car and started driving again. But on that day, we learned that a puppy always needs to be on a leash. Now I'm going to go back to my W questions to help me think of more details I can add to my picture. I can also add important words and names to my picture. I mentioned that this story is about my family, but I didn't name all of them. In my family is my husband Bill, my daughter Casey, and my son Nathan. And of course, there is Raleigh. I have a lot of what details, but I will add that this was during summer vacation. I haven't said yet when this happened, and it happened a long time ago. It happened in July of 2004. I mentioned many times where this happened, on our way to South Dakota. Now I want to answer a why question. I want to think about how this question could help me think of more details. I know. Why was it so easy for Raleigh to get lost? Well, it was because the cornfield was like a maze, and once Raleigh started moving through the tall stalks of corn, he was out of sight instantly. We were all so scared we'd never find him. Finally, I want to think about how did he get found? I really think he was found because we were in the cornfield and he did hear us and he started to come towards us. But at first I was thinking maybe we should go get some food for him. And that's my story of how we lost my puppy in a cornfield.